And we're back. And I just knocked this thing off. Where did it go? And we're back. Where'd this thing go, Asha?
I didn't do it. It's under you.
It's under me. Thank you. And I gotta mute this. I turned the music on, but quiet. Don't worry. We are back from our holiday break, me and Asha. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. My name's Kat Abou-Ghazaleh. I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois. And this is one of our campaign live streams where we fundraise without doing all of the stuff that is a part of a problem with our political system, namely this thing called call time, which is how pretty much every elected official gets most of, if not the majority, or a lot of, if not the majority of their money. Candidates and elected officials alike spend 2 to 8 hours of their day just calling rich people and asking for money. And everyone hates doing it. People hate giving the calls. People hate getting the calls. But when you ask why we have to do this, the answer you get is, well, it's what you do. And we didn't like that answer. So last year we started doing something different. We started doing these live streams. They've been a lot of fun. If you want to support us with this, you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. As of today, how much have we raised with this, Asha?
As of today,
Woo!
I believe it's $176,000.
We've raised $176,000 with our live streams, and that's thanks to all of you. The majority of those are small dollar donations, so much so that it lowered our average donation from $32 to $30, with over 50,000 donations throughout the campaign. So that's thanks to you guys. We love our small dollar donors, and if you donate, you'll hear a sound going, holy cow, it's Harry Carey. We love that sound, and we can shout you out. So donate at catforillinois.com/stream if you want to support the campaign and get a shout out, because guess what? We have 2 months until the primary, 2 months until the election. And this is a Democratic district. So essentially the primary is probably going to be the next elected representative of IL9. So let's do a little reintroduction. I'm Kat. I am running for Congress here. I'm a researcher and journalist. There's that holy cow sound. I'm a researcher and journalist who covers the far right. I started my career at Media Matters, and then I got laid off because of Elon Musk's lawsuit. I worked for Mother Jones, Ateo News, People for the American Way. I got deposed by Elon Musk last year. It was the dumbest 7 hours of my life. And most recently, I've been indicted by the federal government. And part of why I decided to run, and part of the reason I wasn't surprised by that indictment, is everyone that I used to cover as a researcher and journalist, everyone I used to be attacked by, everyone that I used to win against, now runs our country. The loser podcasters that weren't household names like Dan Bongino, now are in charge of your rights, of what your family is allowed to do, of who is allowed to exist in this country. And I don't see the Democrats doing enough to stop them. In fact, I and my colleagues have warned them about what we would be seeing for years, and they didn't listen. So I decided to run instead. In our campaign, we're doing things differently, not just our live streams. We use our, also Asha, the goal meter is not updating. That's okay though.
It's because I just synced after It'll take a second to come through.
It'll take a second to whoever donated.
I have the most recent donations. The first donations of 2026 were Lisbon M.
Our first donations in 2026, and I'll get back on it, were Lisbon M. Nice to see you, bud.
Dominic C.
Dominic C. Nice to see you. We love our regular
And
donors.
Donald A.
And Donald A. are 3 of our regular donors. We love to see it. So with our campaign, we use our resources differently. We don't just reach voters, we materially improve their lives. So our campaign office in Rogers Park, for instance, doubles as a mutual aid hub. Right now, we're running really low on toiletries and winter gear. So if you'd like to donate those, you can also send those to us. You can mail them to us at 7016 North Clark Street. But please include your name, your email, your employer, your address, and your occupation for FEC data. Thank you very much. And you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream if you want to help us with our events that are accessible to everyone, no matter their income. If you want to help us be able to knock as many doors as possible. And if you want to help us have a mail and ad program that reaches people, because we are the first campaign out on TV, which is really exciting. We're trying to reach as many folks as possible. And most recently, I will get into this in a second, but AIPAC is coming after our race because they want to keep us out. And so if you want to stand up against AIPAC and have a representative who understands the need for basic human rights and who understands what it means to stand up to ICE, is federally indicted for it, and someone who wasn't insured 6 months ago and understands what it's like to work for minimum wage right now, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. So few updates. First off, Happy New Year. I hope all of y'all had an incredible holiday season. I know that I did. My family came into Chicago to celebrate with me, and then Ben took me out of town for a couple days for New Year's, which was really, really lovely. He wanted me to be able to recharge. Ben's my partner, and we successfully did that. So I'm very excited. We're taking better care of ourselves. I'm eating more vegetables. Right now I have laundry in the washing machine, which is really exciting. Drop your New Year's resolutions in the chat. Mine are twofold: to win our election and to win in court. So just so y'all know where I stand. This weekend, we have Cats for Cat. If you're a Northwestern student, come canvas for us. That's going to be on Sunday, led by our campus fellows, Abby and Shayna, two incredibly lovely ladies who do incredible work for our campaign. So come out, canvas, knock doors. It's a lot of fun. If you are in Illinois, especially if you're in the Chicago area, please knock doors for us. This is one of the best ways to reach voters, and we need your help. So you can join our volunteer Discord at discord.gg/catforillinois. We also have canvassing on Wednesday and phone banking tomorrow. And you can find out more information about both of those at catforillinois.com/events or on our Discord at discord.gg/catforillinois. Next, Asha made updates for me, and she just says pop culture, Marty Supreme. I did go see Marty Supreme. Ben described it as Space Mountain, and I think that's accurate. Very entertaining movie, incredibly stressful for me. Whenever I watch a movie where every single negative consequence is because of the main character enacting those consequences upon themselves, I just get stressed out. But it was very entertaining. And then a New Dimension 20 season is coming out with Vic Michaelis and Allie Beardsley, which is very, very exciting. Huge for us personally. And if you haven't seen our Brendan Lee Mulligan stream, you should go watch that. That was one of my highlights of last year. You good, Asha?
What?
I thought you said. I thought you.
Oh no. I exhale every time I remember it happened.
And then let's talk about the world right now, because what a mess. Trump bombed Venezuela to kidnap its head of state, and we're supposed to pretend like that's a normal thing to do. It's not. We put out a video on this. I insisted that we need to draft up articles of impeachment of this man ASAP. I mean, 30 years ago, lying about a blowjob was an impeachable offense. And for some reason, going into another country, bombing a civilian center, and then kidnapping a head of state so that way you can get more oil isn't. I don't like that. If I'm in Congress, if I have anything to say about it, I will draft articles of impeachment day one. And I don't think that we should equivocate on this at all. It's been good to see some of my fellow candidates come out in favor of impeachment, but I think this should be everyone's first instinct. And I was kind of shocked that it is not everyone's first instinct. But in reality, we have been so conditioned to this idea that what is happening is the norm, and it's not. This isn't normal. None of this is normal. Just like how when I left Twitter 2 weeks ago officially, we barely post on there at all, but I said I don't want to be a part of this. I'm tired of my own complicity, and so we completely left the platform. Our account is archived, and I had people say that, like, well, this is campaign suicide. And then this past week, Grok, Twitter's AI, has been used to create inappropriate images of children. Words that I don't think I can say on stream. And thank you, Leo S, for $32, our average donation, although that was our old average donation. Our actual average donation is now $30. We have been conditioned to think that Twitter is the mainstream, but it's not. It's not normal to log onto a site and be barraged with white nationalist propaganda. It is not normal to have a government that thinks it can conquer other countries. And it is not normal to kidnap heads of state, no matter how good or bad of a person they are. This is not a pro-Maduro post, but we have international law for a reason, and we're supposed to respect it for a reason. And of course, the administration disagrees with that. Finally, I want to go more into the AIPAC stuff. AIPAC is in our race now. They're pretending they're not, but they are. They are backing the candidate that is currently, I'm tied for first with another candidate. They are backing the candidate that is right below us. And they are actively trying to pressure other candidates to leave the race because they don't want me to win. And this isn't surprising. I am a Palestinian woman. I am outspoken about the need for Palestinian statehood and outspoken for the need for peace. I mean, my position on any conflict, but especially Palestine and Israel, is really simple. Every child deserves a safe and happy life. No child deserves to go to bed hungry. Every civilian deserves to live in safety. And to properly negotiate any peace, Palestinians need to be on equal footing as with statehood recognized by every country, including the United States. And that's seen as too radical. They actually sent out an email complaining about how I said we should respect the ICC. So AIPAC is trying to meddle in our race. This means that we need your help. We need donations, catforillinois.com/stream, but we also need your help as volunteers. We need volunteers. We need people knocking. If you know anyone in the 9th District that goes from uptown Chicago up to Evanston, then to Skokie, and all the way to McHenry County, tell your family and friends to check out our website, check out our campaign, and make sure they vote. Early voting starts on February 5th, in 1 month, in 1 day. Huh? Asha just said Jesus Christ. Early voting starts in 1 month and 1 day. That's soon. And we need your help to reach as many people as possible. You probably haven't felt represented by your government, but even if you don't live here, you can have someone in Congress that you know will fight for every person in our district, but also for the basic rights that we deserve as Americans. So donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Join our Discord at discord.gg/catforillinois. And what do we want to do today, Asha?
Whatever you want. I also put, there's upcoming streams. I don't know if you want to leave.
Oh, yeah, we do have upcoming streams. So this Tuesday, we'll be live with Rua Roman, who is running for governor in Georgia. She was also the elected official that the DNC would not let speak and endorse Kamala Harris on stage at the DNC because she is Palestinian American. I ended up sleeping on the concrete with her out there at the DNC. When I talked to her after launching the campaign, I was like, it's great to talk to you again. She's like, I tried to blank that from my mind because it was really rough, but she said, screw it, I still think that I can deliver for the people, and so she is doing that. And then for our Bread and Lee Mulligan stream, Asha is going to be leading. We hit our goal, so Asha, our producer, is going to be leading a one-shot campaign on January 18th, and anyone who donates $10 or more, thank you, Brian S., for $86.47. Nice. Asha's going to be DMing our stream or our campaign. I'm distracted by the music because it's going hard. And anyone who donates $10 or more will get a limited edition D&D campaign heater sticker, which is going to be delightful. No, can I see?
Yeah. I can't share with chat. It's still a mock-up, and we're going to have a cool, awesome one.
Can we boost the volume? I can boost it a little bit.
Just a little bit. It sounds pretty good to me. Oh my god, hello.
Oh, it's so cute. You guys will have to wait to see. Okay, Ben, if you're watching this stream, you're going to be so happy. I was playing Dave the Diver, and they have a Balatro minigame in it. And I was having a lot of fun playing the Balatro minigame. And so I've been playing Balatro for the last 2 hours. So we're going to play Balatro. I'm not very good at it, but we're going to play it. This is crazy. Y'all might remember that Ben did a Balatro stream with me. And,
Can you say, I haven't been able to send stickers out because I've been MIA, but it's Christmas.
oh, yeah. We had stickers for our Bread and Lee Mulligan stream. Asha has not been able to.
Not the Brennan stream, for the 12-hour stream.
Oh, for our 6-hour stream. We haven't been able to get the stickers out because it has been Christmas break. Asha hasn't been here. She was traveling with her family, but don't worry, those are coming. And anyone that knows that donated for our last sticker stream before that knows that that is happening.
I package them all individually with love and care.
Asha does package them all individually with love and care. All right. Gameplay. One sec, y'all. Guys, I'm trying to move my thing up. There we go.
Sorry.
All good.
Let me know if you want it down below.
All right. I'm not good at this, just so y'all know. Moving Twitch chat down. Donate at cafeillinois.com/stream. Also, drop your questions in the chat, please. Questions about this year, what we're expecting, what we're going to do, about me, about Asha. Someone said I asked a question. I did not see it, so. Ask it again.
Holy cow.
What did Heater get for Christmas? She got a little bed that we put in the window, and she loves it. She like loves it so much.
Holy cow.
How do we get 10 people to drop out of the race so you're listed first? We don't, because that's democracy, baby. I love that our race is like the most competitive primary in the country.
It's kind of awesome.
What's your response to the carpetbagger accusation? I love this question because we have talked about this on stream. I'm not even being sarcastic. Yeah, I'm not from Chicago originally. Like, my family immigrated here, but I just don't talk about it a lot because I just don't think that's the reason that people should vote for me. We really try to, this is a district that's like 27% foreign born. More than that is first gen American. I am running not because I thought I would be doing this year, but because I don't see anyone in Congress that is
Holy cow.
properly understands how to handle the far right, and I do. If where I'm born is the most important thing for your vote, then I'm probably not the candidate, but you have 16 candidates to choose from, which is really exciting. But if you want someone that has been leading this race and pushing, doing things differently and pushing my fellow candidates to be the best and most progressive versions of themselves, then watch what I do, don't listen to what I say, and come talk to me. I'm always happy to talk about reservations. I encourage people to be skeptical of anyone running for office, and that includes me.
Holy cow.
Someone asked for a runoff. There is not a runoff in my race, which possibly someone could win this race with like 25% of the vote. I would rather lose with ranked choice voting than win like that. But that is the reality of our race. And so we need to win February or March 17th, and early voting starts on February 5th. She's moving the meter. Can you make it like transparent?
Yeah, I can. I was doing that because it was like hard.
Any progress on breaking the lease to move within the district? I live in the district. I live in Rogers Park. I've lived in the district for months. And I've had people be like, why didn't you make a bigger deal about it? And I think that would seem disingenuous. And I lived one bus stop outside of the district, for those who don't know originally. But we had planned to move to Rogers Park even before deciding to run for Congress. So yay. Lovely neighborhood to be in. Why don't you show up as a candidate in the Track APAC website? Seems that would be a good thing. Yeah, we're talking with Track APAC right now. Do not worry. As a primary with ranked choice. No, it is not. What did you say? Someone said, would you want to, essentially, would you vote for Hakeem Jeffries for Speaker of the House? And, ooh, that's fun. My whole thing is, if it were today, no. But I will vote for anyone that guarantees several things to me. If it was for today, it would be guaranteed articles of impeachment against Trump and continued attempt to impeach Trump. Supporting the Block the Bombs Act, supporting an act to remove stock trading, not allow members of Congress to trade stocks, and pushing for progressive change in the 2028 election.
Holy cow.
I'm not listening to any of your recommendations for Belatro because I am learning how to play this. How do you manage your schedule and stay on top of, oh, and by the way, if whoever's running for speaker agrees to that, I will be very public about it. So that way anyone knows that where my vote goes, that is what's happened. I stay on top of my schedule because of all the wonderful people I work with. Asha managed my schedule for this entire summer because she's incredible.
I would not recommend.
Asha said I would not recommend. And but yeah, I have a really incredible staff that is just fantastic. I could not do
Holy
it
cow.
without him, without them. And I think that a lot, like, running for office is really freaking hard. And there are so many things that, like, I check my schedule when I wake up in the morning. And when it comes to, like, I mean, I talked about this, just running for office is really hard, I guess, is what I want to come down to. And I'm just really grateful
Holy
for
cow.
everyone that I work with. You talked about raising the, holy cow, Dane V, thanks for the $420. What do you think the minimum wage should be raised to? I think it should be raised
Holy
to
cow.
25, which is what we pay our staff. Are you open to running as an independent if the need arises? I'm not gonna pull a an Andrew Cuomo, if that's what you're asking. I think democracy is good, and if people don't vote for me, that's democracy. Once again, I'm bad at Belatro, and no one can be mean to me about it because you're on my stream. If you are, we'll take you out of the chat.
Fuck Andrew. Oh my god. You can talk about how Mamdani was sworn in.
Oh yeah, Zoran being sworn in, very exciting. We love to see it.
Did you know that socialism is when you can't pay money for boots?
Socialism is when you can't pay money for boots. Absolutely. Hold on, I'm trying to decide which one I want. Adds the number of times poker hand has been played this run to. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that for a little bit. Weren't the boots borrowed? I don't think it matters. Like, here's the thing is women's clothes are expensive, and also if you aren't into fast fashion, you want to keep clothes that won't immediately disintegrate. You should invest in nice clothes. Anything between you and the ground, shoes, tires, beds, invest in that. $630 is not a lot of money for boots, and I don't even think we should be talking about it. It's just so stupid. Like, it is a lot of money. I don't have like $630 to drop every day, but holy shit, people love to just criticize women. What's new, though? I did love that Zoran spent his first day of being mayor pulling up on slumlords, and that same day Trump was like picking out new marble for the Kennedy Center. Don't you just love that we have like robber barons? Bit of a steep learning curve on Belatro. Once again, I refuse to look at mean comments about Belatro, so if you're being mean to me, then that's okay. Also, someone asked what oppo that I think people would put out that hasn't been released on me. I don't know why I would share that, but also genuinely, I can't even imagine what it would be. Like, the oppo that they've done is like she's Palestinian, or she has a picture in fishnets on her Instagram. And correct. Oppo is when you're hot. Exactly, Asha.
Like, literally, that's the dumbest thing in the world. It truly, like, it makes my brain melt.
Holy
What's your
cow.
favorite indie game dev aside from Supergiant? Because we already know your love for Hades too. Oh, that's a really good question. I don't really know a lot about specific developers, but I think some of my favorite indie games are. I really enjoyed Dave the Diver. Y'all have been telling me to play it for weeks, and I have, and it's great.
I also have donations whenever you're at a stopping point. I don't know how Belatro works.
Yeah, tell me
Do you
donations.
want Discord? Or do you
Yeah, I don't know where my Discord is though.
want,
Hold on, please hold, y'all.
you can also probably access it by lockdown now.
Oh yeah.
Just pull my chat up. I'll be able to make sure you're on streamer really quick. Yeah.
All right, shouting out donors.
Not yet. Hold on.
In a second.
Holy cow.
Can you explain how donated money is spent for a campaign like yours? I understand staff salaries and ads, but don't really know what else needs money. Yes, and I will absolutely go into that. I'm saying it right now. Don't let me forget it. So that way I can shout out donors real quick. But very good question. She can't find me.
Holy
I'll text you.
cow.
Love these holy cows, y'all. Donate at capforillinois.com/stream. Brian S., thank you so much for your donation. Ryan C., Leo S., Kai S., Brian S. again, David D.,
This is so stressful.
Keith F., Donald A., Jenna C., Tim B., Tom B., Donald A., Diane M., John S., Greg M. with our average donation of $32, because even with over 50,000 donors, our average donation is just still 32.
Yes. Awesome.
Awesome.
It for. Oh wait.
Is that supposed to be James?
Wait, I fucked up. Hold on. Guys, I fucked up.
I love this argument that's going on in the chat. Have you ever been to any country in Latin America? Mexico doesn't count. Why doesn't Mexico count as Latin America? James B., Amy H., William H., Daphne K. I don't know how many times, Daphne, we have to tell you, don't donate.
It was like, if I donate, can I have the sticker? I was like,
Daphne, we will always give you a sticker. Daphne is one of our incredible mods. Discord.gg/CatForIllinois. Danny W., Tyler H., Neil P., great to see you, and Dane B. with $420. I cannot stress how far that goes on a campaign like ours, which once again I will talk about in just a moment. Eric K. and Andrew G. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Donate at capforillinois.com/stream to get a shout out. And we're back to Balatro. So how do we spend our money? Great question. So we pay our staff for one, which is good. I think paying your staff a living wage is a good thing to do, and something that doesn't happen enough in politics. Anyone that knows that's been in politics knows how fucking hard. Thank you, Spencer M, for $50. Knows how little people pay. 1 second, let me fix this. How little people pay. A lot of times they just won't even pay their staff, which is shitty. We don't do that. So we pay our staff. We pay for ads. We have our mail program going out, which if you're in the 9th District, keep an eye out for that. We also pay for our office, which doubles as a mutual aid hub. And so with our office, we ensure that people can get what they need. It also lets people volunteer more because people want to be involved in the community. They want to have something to do in the face of fascism that makes a tangible difference. So we have volunteers come in every day with clothes or toiletries, which, by the way, we are really low on. So if you'd like to help, please send us some toiletries or come by and drop them off. We also pay for our literature that we give out when we're knocking doors. We pay for the services that we need to run a campaign, like our compliance firm, which makes sure that we don't go to jail for violating FEC rules. We additionally pay for, the services that allow us to phone bank. So you can phone bank for us, discord.gg/CatForIllinois. Our healthcare stipends for our staff.
Holy cow.
I really want a queen there, please. Damn it. Okay. Whatever. All these things are stuff that your donation pays for. And it's a lot rarer. We're basically playing a campaign on hard mode because we are you fucking kidding me? Okay, whatever. We're playing a campaign on hard mode because we're doing it right. Our average donation is $30. We continually, yeah, I know. This is so disappointing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have any discards. Okay. I'm gonna die on this. So such a bummer. But we're playing campaigning on hard mode because we are focused on small dollar donations and grassroots fundraising. Oh, I still made it. Sick. And grassroots fundraising. I'm the only candidate in my race to get the majority of our money from small dollar donations, and that's donations under $200. I'm the only leading candidate to not take any money from billionaires, corporate PACs, or Republican funded PACs like APAC. So that already makes the cash flow part harder. And then on top of that, we pay our staff minimum wage of $25 an hour or more. Most campaigns do not do that. We pay our interns as well. We pay our fellows. And we also make sure to use our resources in a different way. Our events, they're not just expensive, cocktail hours. We actually make them accessible to anyone, no matter their income. We have a lot of very exciting events that come up, like our concerts or our comedy show that we did. But anyone can literally donate $1 and then email us that, and we will make sure that they have a spot if it's not sold out yet. So this is what your money goes to. And one sec, drop. Guys, I'm not good at Balatro, but it's okay. I'm gonna get better. How did you build your team? Really great question. A lot of it is literally people that wanted to get involved coming into our office, such as Asha, and saying, can I have a job? And like Mia, our creative director, started as a volunteer. And they're so unbelievably talented. And they came into the office and said, look, I haven't stopped thinking about this campaign and I want to be a part of it. And one of our best hires, same with Asha. She came into the office this summer and was like, here's my resume, and then made sure that we looked at her resume. I love that she knows her worth. If you're a young woman, always insist that they look at your resume, especially because in politics, this is like a huge issue when you're initially building a team. A lot of young women don't apply for positions because, and I have done this myself, we're like, oh, I fulfill like 70% of the requirements, but not 100%. And so I just don't apply. And look, a lot of men will just apply. And so your applicant pool is very male focused. And so I highly recommend that just go in for like things like this. Not necessarily like the boomer idea of just go in with your resume always works, but especially on like grassroots campaigns, that's a really great way to help out and to get involved. A lot of our employees were volunteers first. Same with our campus fellows, same with we love our super volunteers, and as we're hiring field organizers, that's where the original pool comes from, is from our super volunteers. Shouts out. What would happen to your team when you win? Will they all stay with you? Don't know how that works. Some will. Some will want to work with us in DC. Some won't. Some will want to stay on the campaign side. Some won't. Working on campaigns is like a very transient lifestyle. Like our field director has lived in like 15 different places in the last like 5 years. In fact, we've had multiple people on our campaign that flew in to work on this campaign. And we have a lot of like super local people. This is kind of just how campaigns work. Is your office hub accessible via public transit? Yes, by bus, and also the Morse stop is really close by, and the Metro. And what?
The Howard stop.
And the Howard stop. Yeah. 10-minute walk from both. But like Asha, for instance, is coming to DC with me. Right? Right, Asha?
Yeah.
If she wants. I'm not going to like...
Chicago, but I love Kat, and I mean this. I think it's the most.
You could stay on the campaign side in Chicago.
I would rather. Campaigning. What I have found out is that campaigning is a very specific lifestyle.
Holy cow.
If Kat is in Congress, I will follow her there because she's exactly what we need in this moment. And although I disagree with the way that a lot of people treat their staffers on the Hill, I think Kat would do an incredible job.
I want my staffers to unionize.
Yay!
Yay! If you dropped a question and I didn't answer it, feel free to drop it again. Is this fun? Is watching Balatro fun? Completely unimportant question. What game do you have the most hours in? Not an unimportant question. I have an embarrassing amount of hours in every Animal Crossing game that has ever existed. Like mortifying numbers. And that's okay. Also someone in YouTube, what does one need to do to become a super volunteer? Volunteer a bunch for us. You can do that at discord.gg/cat4Illinois, even if you're not in the area. So come volunteer. It's a lot of fun. Huh? Julia, you are a super volunteer. Is that Julia?
I think so.
Julia, you're a super volunteer. You're already there.
Holy cow.
All right, Twitch chat. Can you explain, hold on, why it's important to impeach Trump when there's practically zero chance the Senate ever convicts him? I agree with impeachment, just curious to hear your reasoning. Yeah, so first off, I think that we normalize what is happening in this administration too much. And additionally, impeachment, drafting articles of impeachment forces a vote, which forces members to say where they are on this, and also stops you're spending time not, adding more money to ICE or giving billionaires another tax break. And that money, or that time, I'm looking at the money on here, that time is valuable if it's spent literally any other way besides destroying everyone's lives. I also think that we need to reevaluate where, what our threshold for understanding how we're allowed to exist and what is acceptable is. I feel like a lot of the establishment just thinks, well, we already did impeachment and it didn't work, but we need to keep trying. I think that it's important to have that on the record, and I think it's even more important to ensure that the people know that their representatives are actually listening to them and don't think this is fine. Trying to find the second question. But also, it is absolutely possible to impeach this president, to impeach, convict, and remove him. And if you say that it's not, that's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And what if we stopped doing that? What if we stopped doing self-fulfilling prophecies? Just my pitch. Are there any colleagues or allies running in places you'd like to shout out? I would love to shout out Demi Palachek, who is running for House here and is a fantastic ally. We've literally taken pepper bullets for each other. She is an incredible person. And Dylan Blaha as well. We're actually doing an event later this month that I will let y'all know about. I also want to be cognizant of some people, Rua is awesome, but there are some people that we're in chats and things like that, but running for office is weird, and sometimes you want to be associated with someone and sometimes you don't. So those are the two that I know, or three I know absolutely I can shout out publicly and they're absolutely fine with it, which I know sounds weird, but it is true. Oh, I'm gonna die and that's okay. What about giving tax breaks to the working class? Fantastic question. It amazes me that Democrats don't really run on lowering taxes, because that is something that we can do. Oh, wow. So basically what I want to institute is a tax code, first off, without having things like TurboTax, because that is essentially just a massive lobbying operation. That means that you have to spend so much money every year to file your taxes when the government could do it already. What if we didn't do that? Additionally, we need to institute a cost of living exemption. And basically what this means is that all of the money that you make under the cost of living is... Record? On it. Sorry, we're doing technical stuff behind the scenes over here. So cost of living exemption, all of the money that you have that you're making under the cost of living, which I believe is $38,000 right now, wouldn't be taxed. I'm on a payment plan to the IRS for my taxes last year. Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos is paying less money in, or less in taxes for money that he made sitting on his ass than the average person. So we need to be taxing that investment income as well for people making over 50 or $100 million a year, in addition to taxing wealth. So we can actually lower taxes for the working class. And that's using the term working class very liberally. And then also increase our revenue stream so we can pay for things like universal health care, for instance. So yeah, that's my point of view. And we have some donors to shout out. Spencer M, thank you so much. Leon B with our average donation of 32. Colton C, Donald A, Richard S, Robert D, and Ryan B. Donate at capforillinois.com/stream if you want a shout out. And we're going to play Bellatro. Thanks to the person who said I know my stuff. I was actually endorsed by what I jokingly call my favorite group of class traders, which is called patriotic millionaires. They're all people with high net worths that think that we need to be taxing the rich more, not just to pay for services, but because no one should have the immense amount of power that comes with immense amounts of wealth. And that's sick as hell. And I wish more rich people did that. Just to be clear, the cost of living exemption would be universal and not to be something that becomes part of a benefit cliff, right? Yes. The cost of living exemption would be for people making under $50 million a year. And then also in terms of investment income, there would be exemptions for small businesses, for instance. There are so many ways that we could make,
Sorry.
what happened?
Nothing happened.
Okay. Donatecafrillinois.com/stream while Asha freaks out about something that she did. There are so many ways that we can make the cost of living crisis so much better. For instance, someone asked universal health care or Medicare for all. I don't think Medicare for all goes far enough. I think it is a necessary stopgap in the meantime. But in reality, we need universal mental health, vision, dental, and hearing health coverage that is covered by that is a single payer system. If we have anything less than that, it is yet another half measure that rewards pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies using our health as a way to, sorry, chat, as a way to profit. And that's unacceptable. So I'm for universal healthcare. And in reality, universal healthcare saves us money and has better outcomes than our current system. Because if you're really into fiscal responsibility, then you should be for universal healthcare. Do you think we should get rid of the Electoral College? I certainly have issues with the Electoral College. Yeah, I think that we should have ranked choice voting everywhere specifically. Wait, what is this? I think ranked choice voting would make our entire system more democratic. And I think that the Electoral College is not democratic, certainly not in our current system. So Electoral College is nationwide gerrymandering, absolutely. So we need to have a system that is fully democratic, with also that's not just rewarding red states and keeping us behind, and then also instituting ranked choice voting across the country. Specifically, there's a chance World War III will kick off in the next few years while you're in office. Specifically, when it comes to Taiwan, would you support sending U.S. troops to the area or simply aid with equipment? I think that we need to have much more support of Taiwan. We need to be less, we need to stop acting as if, be less vague on the issue. This should be a completely opaque stance that we have, which is not how the U.S. Has treated Taiwan over the past few decades. You can make 2 cards lucky with Magician, FYI. Thank you. What about increasing the number of members in the House? I also agree with that, because right now the House, like in this district, it's representing 750,000 people about. And that is difficult for anyone to do. And I think that people deserve to be represented by by the people that are actually representing them. And that means that you should be able to know who your representative is. And we need more. Wait, so what is the completely opaque stance on Taiwan you're suggesting? That we have unconditional support for Taiwan and ensure that we are protecting their sovereignty. And so that means having more members of the House. We need to expand the House right now. donatecatforillinois.com/stream. What do I want here? Guys, maybe I'm good at Bellatra. Watch this and I'm just immediately going to die. So I mentioned pack the court. My personal favorite solution for the Supreme Court is having revolving justices, so you don't have the same justices on every single case, and you are able to instead have varying justices for each case, because I do think that the Supreme Court should be the only truly neutral body in our, like, the presidency is inherently political, Congress is inherently political. The Supreme Court should be the one deciding things, but right now it is being run by a bunch of lunatics that want to take away our rights. And by diversifying the justices that are ruling on things, that can be different. Cat, how to make cats in other countries cat. So I recommend neutering your cats. There are a lot of, I had a bit here, but I don't really have a bit to go with. This is our first time streaming in a bit. Got to get used to the double thing. Am I doing okay, Asha? Yes. You sound so stressed out. No. Rotate justices like in volleyball. Exactly. We should make every member of the Supreme Court watch Haikyuu. And also, in Congress, I will rule that we have to bring back the Haikyuu dub because no one knows where it is. You know, Asha asked dubbed or subbed. I think that both are valuable, and I think when people are really annoying about dub versus sub, that it's condescending. Like, dubs make, you know, tons of different types of media more accessible to everyone. And, you know, some dubs are not as good as the sub, but like the Haikyuu dub is incredible. And then there are also some things that you just don't get unless it's being, like, the intonation is done in your native language. And so, yeah, I think dub and sub have their own values. And if people are going to be weird about it,
Holy cow.
they should be ashamed of themselves. Oh, you can play extra cards even if you only have a pair. Use it to discard. That's a good idea. Thank you. Samuel Alito watching Haikyuu is a frightening image. I do love that. Good dubs is better than bad subs. I agree with that. But once again, I think it's just dependent on you. Like, a lot of people, like, I have a lot of friends who are dyslexic that struggle to watch subs. And if they're watching dubs, they're able to enjoy that piece of media more. Rogers Park resident, how will your local donation support continue after the election? Love your work. Local donation support, could we get some more specifics on there? Are you talking about like our mutual aid work? Because in that case, we'd want to still use our campaign as a way to do that. But also I want to make constituent services more accessible with a chat feature and really ensure that we're working with direct action and mutual aid organizations on the ground, as Trump creates more and more gaps in our in like the way that we exist. I think that a lot of times when you call constituent services and it's not their fault, the answer you get is call the city or call the state. And it would be being able to give an answer besides that, I think would be really great. Holy crap, did not expect to see Bellatro tuning in. Take all my money. Bet. Donate catforillinois.com/stream. Some donors to shout out. John M, thank you so much.
Cow.
Donald A, thank you. John M with our average donation of 32. Sue F, Christopher C. No, we still got an hour. Okay. So we got to go for $3,000 today, y'all. It's our first stream back. It's very low key. but help us reach it by donating catforillinois.com/stream. And I'm doing bad at Balatro again, so all is right in the world.
I think you're doing great.
Thanks, Asha. Can I have some more hot water? Thank you. I focus too much on money, and now, like everyone that focuses too much on money. Yes, please. Here, I got this.
Holy cow.
I'm just gonna do this so I can just get through it. It's fine. W donors. Thank you, Charlie M, for our average donation of $32. Yeah, new run. This is my first real Balatro day, so y'all are here for a special thing. The last time it was with Ben, and he was really excited to teach me about it. But it's kind of like every white guy that I've ever dated that wants me to watch The Wire, and then spends the entire time being like, "Did you see that? Are you watching? Did you see that thing in The Wire?" Except not, because Ben, you're great. I'm just kidding. But I'm glad that I get to share this with you now. Oh, I didn't mean to discard that. God damn it. Oh, well. Luckily, it's the first round.
Do you have any resolutions this year other than to win?
Asha asked if I have any resolutions other than to win. I actually love making New Year's resolutions. I have like a little planner that I track them in. But this year, I have
Holy cow.
so much to do. So I am just, ooh, fuck yeah. No, give me money.
Holy
Ugh.
cow.
Ins and outs, which is better than.
Oh wait, I did do ins and outs for Cultured Mag.
Wait.
One sec.
Yeah, and then people were like, "This is the first time."
Holy cow.
Hold on. We're gonna come back to Balatro, don't worry. So Cultured Mag asked me for my ins and outs this year, and they asked a bunch of other people, including Olivia and Nezzy, which was very funny. It was a jump scare for sure. But, huh? Yeah, there are tons of cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you.
and me. Sarah Sherman's in there, which is sick.
Holy cow.
And then mine. This is not in alphabetical order, which is really rude to me. There we go. There I am. All right, my ins. Mutual aid, physical media, crafting circles, unions, media literacy, democratic socialism, and public transit. Outs, generative AI, lookalike contests, supporting monopolies, Elon Musk, capitulation under the guise of moderation, and my most controversial one, which was
Holy cow.
pickleball, which was
I
a
can't believe that one was like actually.
a bit.
People were like.
And everyone got
You're like,
so mad about it. They were like, thanks, Drew B, for $50. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Everyone got really mad at me.
Didn't you know that pickleball is really popular in local institutions?
Yeah, I'm throwing away the campaign with this bit that I'm doing. Thank you. Someone asked how we're planning to reach folks in Evanston. Part of that is door knocking with us this weekend and on Wednesday. And then also, if you want a yard sign, because they also mentioned yard signs, hit us up at catforillinois.com/ is it sign or signs? Sign, SIGN. And we will deliver a yard sign to your door with a free yard sign, no cost. I won't press you anymore since you don't like to talk about politics. Brother, what? Everyone knows that I hate talking about politics.
Famously.
I've never talked about politics in my goddamn life.
You're running for Congress?
I'm running for Congress?
I thought you were a chair. Actually, I thought you were an influencer.
Sorry, I'm an influencer.
Influencer.
People love to just denigrate women doing things.
Me, when the only way you can be a journalist is if you got your name
I don't know if y'all could hear Asha, but she said me when you the only way you can be a journalist is you got your name in the New York Times. You gotta be a star, Dollface. Have you? Is it in the newspapers? They ain't going on your hands. Stop the presses. Which reminds me, by the way, if anyone ever wants to watch the best journalism movie of all time, it is The Paper, featuring Michael Keaton and Jason Alexander and Marissa Tomei. And it is, as a journalist, the most accurate depiction of journalism and also of a healthy journalism relationship. Like, very much, like, Ben and I are like, yeah, I could see being 9 months pregnant and still going out to help with a lead. My old-timey Mid-Atlantic accent is flawless, Cat. No notes. Thank you so much. I know I'm really good at it. I should do a whole stream like that. Everyone would love it.
If we reach $7,000 a stream, you'll do a whole stream. Okay.
Yeah, if we reach $7,000, I'll do a whole stream in the transatlantic accent.
Putting it in the stream goals.
Hell yeah. Who did you work with in journalism? So I worked at Media Matters. That's where I started my career. And then I freelanced for Mother Jones, Zateo News. I was actually one of their first contributors. And People for the American Way. I've done some writing for the New Republic. Yeah, my main beat has been the far right. For reporting on the Nazis. Eek. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I fucked it up in the second
Holy
round.
cow.
You were talking about adding a cost of living exemption for the federal tax code. Wouldn't it be easier to just increase the minimum tax bracket to $32,000 or whatever that number was you quoted? Well, the people that are making under the cost of living wouldn't be paying any taxes, but also it would lower taxes for everyone else. I'm gonna go back to this hand. Thank you. Drop your questions in the chat.
Somebody asked if you are a young person living in a red state, what you should do to find hope.
Asha said somebody asked if you're a young person living in a red state, what you should do to find hope. Start
See more in-touch representation.
and see more in-touch representation. Start local, like really fucking local, like city council, and also be putting, like, doing what?
No, nothing.
Twitch chat makes her laugh. Can we get this guy out in YouTube chat?
Yep.
Thank you. But starting really local is important, and also doing things that make a tangible difference in your community is really good. Knocking doors for a candidate that you care about and for shit that you care about, including like causes, bills, things that are coming up, is really, really important. Also look for local groups. City council and school boards are both good examples. Thank you so much, Michael. You're very true.
Holy
Boo trolls,
cow.
donate to ban trolls. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Donate if you hate trolls. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We want to reach 3K today. Can we do it? One of the cool parts of this is not only am I not having to do call time, which once again is the thing that every person hates doing because you're calling rich people all day and begging for money, but do I have yay but it also leaves me, since we stream like 6 hours a week, like 2 hours 3 times, sometimes 2 hours 2 times, and we raise more money doing this than call time. Granted, I don't know a ton of rich people, and we call people to update them on the campaign more than anything. I have a ton of free time to be able to do campaign stuff or like sleep. And And so, yeah, this has been able to save us a lot of time. It has been able to help us interact with people really directly. And it has been able to help us make money in a more ethical way.
I just got a message from friendly neighborhood candidate's boyfriend. Don't worry about flushes. Flushes are really good at this. Backseating by texting.
Is
me.
that fucking Ben?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He only ever texts me when he needs to backseat. Shout out Ben.
Shout out Ben. I love you. What's your opinion on?
I really thought he was talking about something like campaign related. I really was like racking my brain like, is this a
Ben is backseat Balatro driving by texting Asha. And someone asked about my position on the for-profit prison system. It is bad, and I think that we should ban for-profit prisons. We also need to ensure that we have more restorative. God damn it. A restorative justice system instead of one that just abuses people. It's fucking disgusting how our prison system works in this country. And if we want to do anything about it, we have to also do that at the federal level. I used to be really like how California uses, they have prisoners that address wildfires. And I used to be really disgusted with it because I was like, this is such an abuse of power. And then I learned more about the system and how it is used in a fashion for like restorative justice and how you get all of these privileges and you're able to see your family. And there are a lot of ways that it helps prepare you for the world after prison. And I think programs like that are incredible, but also having fair pay for those people is just as important. Fuck for-profit prisons.
Holy cow.
Can you ask Ben if he heard the reason I'm playing this?
This is like when
Holy cow.
two people like each other, but they don't communicate for you.
How do we combat misinformation without infringing on free speech? Is this a policy issue or an educational/cultural issue? This is something I feel very passionate about as someone that covered the far right, but also thinks that it is not the government's place to be the arbiter of truth. For example, a lot of people talk about this doctrine that Ronald Reagan overturned that essentially people allege that what it would do would be to like stop Fox News from telling misinformation, but that's just not true. Essentially what it would do was like only applies to public airwaves, and then it would also, if that was the case and Joe Biden said reinstituted that, it would allow Donald Trump the ability to manipulate our media ecosystem more than he already is, and I think that's bad. So what I think is really important is better education, and we also need to ensure that federal funds are being used for education. In Illinois, for instance, we have crazy high property taxes to make sure that we... Does this... No, I still need one more. Okay, that's fine. To make sure that we're funding for education at the federal level, because these property taxes are used to fund our schools, which is the fairness doctrine. Thank you. I was really tied into Balatro, and I was like, freedom doctrine? That's not right. This is what I did a whole video about this. I know what I'm talking about, even if it sounds like I don't. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, that's right. So we need to ensure that education is being sponsored at the federal level, but it also means that we need to not necessarily have stricter regulations for our airwaves, but ensure that bad actors, particularly online and content moderation, does have legal restrictions. For instance, I really want to spearhead AI regulation, and this is a way to cut back on misinformation at an exponential level because it's getting exponentially worse did I do it? Yeah. As AI is being allowed to just run rampant over the people. Do you know how many federal regulations there are about AI right now? Zero. None. And that's a really essential thing that we need to do right now. Oh, donate at cafreillinois.com/stream. Please, 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 please.
What's the stupid thing to say about the Brita?
Wing from the Buddha. Doing fun, the Twitter. Aren't we unable to regulate AI because of the big bullshit bill? Actually, no. This is the one thing that Republicans pushed back against in Trump's big bullshit bill. He said we shouldn't be able to regulate AI for 10 years at the state level, and they said, fuck that. And that was taken out of the bill. So I think this is actually a way that we can have bipartisan legislation in the upcoming administration, even as so much of what we want to accomplish wouldn't be possible.
Shout out the Take It Down Act.
Shout out the Take It Down Act that never got passed.
But it's even more important with the new shit Crocs is doing.
Mm-hmm. We actually used to have like a thing for Congress that would ensure that like would educate Congress people about new tech. And then that got killed during Newt Gingrich's time as speaker. And that's why every single member of Congress sounds like a fucking idiot when they talk about TikTok. So I'd want to also bring that back too.
Shout out Johnny Senior.
We got some donors to shout out, and you can get a shout out by donating at catforillinois.com/stream. Shout out to Charlie M, Gnome W, Donald A, Gnome Womsky.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, I'm just kidding. This is stupid. Donald A, Drew B, Marcos E, Bashkim K, great to see you, and Stephen G.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Bring back huzzah.
Bring back huzzah. I want a buffoon pack.
You want a what back?
A buffoon pack.
Oh.
Do you think there should be any qualifications for people running for federal office? This might be a hot take, but no. I think that anyone should be able to run for office, and I actually want to bring down the barrier of entry for people to be able to run. Because if we keep saying that, look, you have to be a career politician to be able to run for office, look, everything would be fixed if the answer was more career
Holy
politicians.
cow.
But I don't like what's happening. Do y'all? I think it's bad.
Donate $5 if you think it's bad.
Donate $5 if you think stuff is bad. catforillinois.com/stream. How, from whom are you getting informed / advised on tech issues, and how will that say / change if you get elected? This is something I feel very passionate about, but we have people on our team that are even more passionate about it and are very well educated, such as Asha, who this is what her education is in.
This is what I'm going to school for.
Shout out Ben M on our campaign, who also helped with a lot of our policy stuff. And I want to continue
Holy
listening to people who
cow.
are smarter than me about tons of things. Like, I think one of the issues that we have in Congress is an unwillingness to admit when you're wrong about things or when you don't know something. And so I always say that, like, I want to talk to experts on the things that I am talking about and ask people what they would like to see in our policy platforms. So that is something that I want to continue in Congress as well. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream if that's what you want to see in Congress. How much networking with other state reps do you take part in? Look, after we win, because this district is such a Democratic district, we want to use our resources and our platform to help elect progressives across the country. So this is not just an investment in us. We want to invest everywhere else as well. And that means we got to win first. So donate at catforillinois.com/stream.
Holy cow.
This 1312 is for accidentally teaching me how to be better at Balatro. I don't think I'm doing that. Or are you talking to someone in the comments? Because I'm not good at this. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Asha, do you have Blue Sky? Yes, she does. Asha, look up asha.b.bluesky.social. It's also, you can just look up producer Asha. Go follow Asha. Also follow our official campaign account, which is our dumb meme account, Cat for Illinois on Instagram and Blue Sky. We're a Blue Sky First campaign. We also post on Instagram. So follow Cat for Illinois right now to make our creative team happy. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Holy cow. Holy
What do you mean the
cow.
Joker should be on the further right? I don't know what that means. Does that help?
I'm about to get a text.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Okay, did I do it right now?
First off, Ben says, I didn't hear why she's playing this. And then he also skeeted about it. I need to visit
Holy
feature my
cow.
exist.
No.
Girl. A level of mansplaining previously believed to be impossible. It wasn't possible.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Jokers helps with the order of operations. You want multiple jokers at the end because you're multiplying the highest possible total.
You want the...
Do you want me to say that again?
Yeah.
Tell her order of jokers helps with order of operations. You want multiple jokers at the end because you're multiplying.
But they're all jokers.
You want multiplier jokers at the end.
Okay. Kat, what is one of your top animes? Spy Family is probably my favorite anime. It feels like it was made for me. My dad really loves James Bond, and so we used to. So like I've seen every James Bond movie multiple times. Wait, I meant to do both. Do I get back? Okay, good. One sec, sorry. And then I love Idiots in Love as a concept, and it's just a delightful show. So it's probably my favorite anime. New season's great.
What are your thoughts on Heated Rivalry?
I haven't watched Heated Rivalry yet. Everyone get off my ass.
I can give you 80,000 fanfictions with the same exact fucking plot. People yearn for fanfiction. It's driving me crazy.
There, I donate $5. Thank you. So 4 fingers should be on the right, this way? Or here? Are you part of the DSA? Yeah, I am a
Holy
dues-paying
cow.
DSA member. Dues-paying CSA member. DSA member.
Holy cow.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that flushes exist. You're right. Asha, stop.
You're not answering the question. Can you spell it?
Oh my god. You're so annoying.
Oh my god, I'm getting yelled at by chat.
Mod check.
I'm sorry.
Wait, no. Oh my god, did I fuck up? Thank God. I didn't realize I only had one hand. How do you feel about legalizing weed? Yeah, it should be federally legal. Does Ben identify as Tim Onion? I don't want to dead name him. Ben, drop in the chat if I've been dead naming you by accident.
I love the idea of Tim Onion as a drag name.
Tim Onion is a great drag name. What's a consumable slot? It just seemed like a good thing to have. Oh, for that. Cool. The tarot cards scare me. I don't really know what they are. Do you have any legislation you plan to introduce as soon as you get to Congress? Well, articles of impeachment, legislation to abolish ICE, but also some of the AI regulation I was talking about. And also the limiting CBP's jurisdiction from 100 miles from any international border, which includes the Great Lakes and oceans and international airports, to about 5 or 10 miles. I think that is an appropriate amount of space they need to do their job. I think this is something that we can actually get Republicans on board with as well. Oh, we got donors? Donors to shout out. Danny W, thank you so much. Lisbon M, thank you so much. John C, thank you. Wesley A, Andrew B, and Rami M, thank you so much. And if you guys want to shout out, donate at catforillinois.com/stream.
Holy cow.
Ah. Rah. Rah. Being around me, Nasha, is just making weird sounds constantly. Rah.
Holy cow.
Also, I downloaded Gordlets.
You did?
Yeah, for you.
I love cordlets.
I know. That's why I downloaded it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm good. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream, guys. We have 40 minutes left. We're not even halfway to our goal. Pretty please? Pretty please? Maybe? Have you considered? What other things are we spending money on besides a campaign? Giant jacuzzi made of gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it only pumps out chocolate.
And it only pumps out chocolate, but Dubai chocolate, because we love Dubai.
Dubai Labubu chocolate.
Dubai Labubu chocolate. No, I mean, the main thing is we're bringing on more people to help with the campaign. We are investing in our ad plan. We're investing in our mail plan. We have lawyers to pay. I'm still under federal indictment, in case anyone forgot. My next status hearing is on the 28th. I never forget. Hashtag never forget. But yeah, it's so expensive to run for office, which I didn't understand. And now it makes me just realize how unbelievably difficult it is for working class people to run for office. I say as one of them. And it doesn't have to be this way. We can have publicly funded elections. We can have ranked choice voting. We can ensure, we can do our part to encourage competitive primaries. And we can, sorry, I just got a weird comment. And we can make sure that running for office is not a way to enrich yourself through stock trading, but a way to actually help your fellow Americans. Do you have a favorite knitting needle material? Bamboo versus aluminum versus wood. I like aluminum ones, and I really like I like bamboo and aluminum. I started with plastic, which was bad, but I have gotten really into making hats, and like the 16 centimeter ones are great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Did I do it? Ah, one hand. Ah, okay. I should be able to do this.
People are.
No! Ah. 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 We can play something else if y'all want. I don't want to, but we can. We're soft launching our stream again for this year.
Holy cow.
I got 2 holy cows. I love to see it. Thank you, Colin C. And whoever else disappeared from there. I'm so sorry I didn't get to shout you out.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Asha's message is now pinned. Wow.
Wow! Ooh, Jason W. with $147.
Oh, shit. Thank you so much. Who was that?
Jason W.
Justin W. Thank you so much. Is 2 Paramore or... Yeah.
Holy cow.
How we doing, Illinois chatters? How's everyone?
Thank God it's not so cold anymore.
Yeah. Oh wait, someone said, what can we do to ensure politicians stay aligned with their constituents? Policies you'll push for. I talked a lot about policy today, but you can also check out our platform at catforillinois.com/issues, which we are expanding still, even as we're going into early voting soon. We want to make sure that we continually try to expand what is already the most comprehensive platform of anyone in our race. Joker gains +2.
We are halfway to the goal. We want chat to vote on what you play next.
Ooh, yeah. We're halfway to our goal. And, okay. And if we reach our next goal, we will let y'all decide what we do next stream. What we play next. We also have that kitty Lego set we have to make. Lots of exciting opportunities here. First time seeing you live. Just want to say I always try to like your vids to keep the algorithm going. Thank you for doing that. There's someone in my race that's botting our accounts to try to limit our reach. So yeah, please like, share, all that stuff. Leave a comment. It's helpful. I thought that would get me a flush, but it's fine. Kitty Lego, all caps. If you want to see Kitty Lego, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Y'all have been really good at giving me advice for Bellotro that's not annoying, so thank you. First chat ever. What's your views on school vouchers? I think that public dollars should go to public schools,
Holy
and
cow.
that's that. Any idea why some of your YouTube vids blow up, but a lot of them have less than 10K views, despite you having 146K subs? That's just kind of how algorithms work.
Holy cow.
Like a lot of our videos differ in length and breadth and how much we promote them as well. But once again, one of my opponents is botting my accounts almost certainly, which is fine. And so that can't affect your reach. Colin C, thank you so much. Donald A, thank you. Jason W with $147. Thank you so much. That goes such a far way on this campaign. Jordan T with our average donation of 32. Jordan P, John Luke H, and Tom I with our average donation of $32. Thank you so much, y'all. What does botting your account to limit reach mean? So basically, sites have, this is like a common strategy in like social media circles, but sites have been trying to decrease people buying followers, which I've never done, mainly because I think that's lame.
Holy cow.
I think it's loser behavior. But if you're trying to bot someone to limit their reach, you can, oh, damn it, did I screw myself over? Maybe. I'm just gonna get all these out there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, damn. All right. You're basically flooding them with likes and or with comments and views, but not likes. And so, like, you'll see on some of my TikToks, it'll be like 200K. The streamathon TikTok, which was just like to announce it. Like, we weren't even really trying to face card held in hand has sure.
Holy cow.
Trying to reach a ton of people there. We have like 200K views and all the comments are like, nice, I love this, that's so cool, you're the coolest person in the world, but it has like 200 likes, so it's just like very disproportionate, and so that way the algorithm will put you lower. So anyways, like and subscribe, chat. Leave your most body comment in the chat. Be like, nice, this is awesome. Kat, do you have any ideas to how to handle real poverty line issue where people don't qualify for services because they make too much money but still need assistance because their wage is unlivable? Yes, we need to stop means testing assistance, particularly like when it comes to disability. A lot of people want to work, but they can't because then they'll lose their benefits. And there is absolutely no reason. These companies want to hire people, but they can't because people can't get hired or they'll lose their assistance. And we can absolutely afford to the raised fist is so funny. We can absolutely afford to have disability benefits, so then also ensure that people can work for these companies, which stimulates the economy even more. The fact that we keep acting like this is a zero-sum game is ridiculous. We need to stop means testing this. It's the same reason that I advocate for a cost of living exemption instead of just having the minimum tax bracket at the cost of living, because if we are including everyone in this, if you're making, say, even $100 over the cost of living, then you'd be taxed. Instead, that income underneath could just not be taxed at all, making sure that you have more money in your pocket and that you can save money. And we can also have the income stream from taxing wealth and investments and really aggressively going after the ultra rich to ensure that we have the services that people need to survive. I'm just upgrading all of these. Is that a bad strategy? We don't need means testing. We need beans testing. Who is thinking about those beans? Yeah. Sometimes headphones hurt my head. It's okay. No, they are soft. I'm just wearing them for a long time, and I have a big head. Yay! No! How am I supposed to do this?
Holy cow.
Sure? Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if there's a strategy here. If someone wants to drop it in there, let me know. Alright. This isn't looking good for me, chat.
Holy cow.
You can shift suit and rank to help ID cards. Did you know that?
I'm now due.
Now you know.
Kat, was that your laundry you just heard? Yes, it was. My washing machine was singing the song of its people. I love the washing machine song. I think that more machines should have little songs, like my rice cooker.
Oh, I would love that.
You guys are seeing me get worse at Balatro in real time. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Asha. Donate cafeillinois.com/stream. We have 26 minutes left. Can we reach our goal so you guys can pick what the next stream is? Besides hanging out with Rua. cafeillinois.com/stream. cafeillinois.com/stream. Have you considered cafeillinois.com/stream? Who up thinking about cafeillinois.com/stream? Amazing. Oh no, that's too crazy. Fernando A, Donald A, Megan P, and Roland S. Thank you so much for your donations. Donate at cafeillinois.com/stream so you can get a shout out like them. I actually don't play Skyrim, to whoever asked. I wish I could get into it. I've tried so many times and I just can't. It's really disappointing because I would like to. Like, I have it downloaded, but I just struggle with it for some reason. Asha, do you know anything about your campaign yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I might have overcommitted myself. So
We can move it to a later time.
okay. It's gonna be good. A one shot's not that hard for me to plan. But I am DMing my home game, which they're entering a new setting, so I have to build a new little country for them. And then I'm DMing the campaign with my friends online, which is the Crooked Food campaign, and now I'm doing this one. So I was a bit D&D'd out this break, but it's okay. I believe.
Oh my god.
Do you know that song?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was in your circle.
Breath of the Wild is better than Skyrim. I agree, but that's my personal take. No one get mad at me. Kat, I've been listening to you for more than 90 minutes and you make a lot of sense. Anyone ever tell you to run for office? Nah, and I never would. Never. cafeillinois.com/stream. If we raise $1,300 in the next 23 minutes, then you guys get to pick what we do next stream, which is fun. I think if we reach the goal, Kat should play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I do love Hello Kitty Island Adventure, or is it Adventure Island?
Holy
I loved Hello Kitty as a kid. I still do. But I had like a Hello Kitty shrine in my house. We had like these built-in shelves in my bedroom and it was all Hello Kitty.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Do you ever fuck with Polly Pocket? Yeah, and I loved chewing on the clothes. You know what I'm talking about, Asha?
Yeah, I do. I did that exact same thing.
Do you play any instruments, even if badly? Yes, guitar was my pandemic hobby, and I play it very badly, but it's fun. My therapist was telling me about polyvagal theory because I'm cool and have a therapist. And she was talking about like anxiety wise, it's really helpful to sing a bunch, which I do at home with heater. But I've been doing it more to make sure that I keep myself less anxious.
I'm trying to get Kat to go out and do karaoke with me.
No, but you're so good. And I think karaoke is good to yell at. You never heard me sing before.
Yeah, but I know you used to, so it's probably good.
Ben's a really good singer, actually.
Really?
Yeah. He's going to be so embarrassed I shared that, but it's true.
Wow. I'm texting him. When are we doing karaoke?
He does love doing karaoke, though. I love doing
Holy
karaoke
cow.
and then just yelling the whole time, or doing the Pokemon, the Poke Rap.
He said we could do karaoke.
Yay! I'm not doing karaoke on stream, though. That's like a thing that you have to do when everyone's like having fun.
Just said you're good.
Hi, Kat. Any views on crypto? Yeah, I think that it should
cow.
be regulated a lot more and that it's a trade ripe for grifters. Six six six, devil's
Holy
number.
cow.
Right, Asha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
I love
cow.
these holy cows. Thank you, Mark H, for $50. Guys, we're getting close. Can we do it, though?
I think we can.
I think we can. CatForIllinois.com/stream. Do y'all want to decide our next stream? You can make me play a silly song on the guitar. You can make me do Hello Kitty Adventure Island. We could do a Lego cat, which I have next to the table.
Whole stream in the transatlantic accent.
We could do the whole stream in the transatlantic accent. That is true.
We could do divided states. We could do Marvel Reset. We could do it out of Oregon. We could do It Takes Two. I also put Delise.
Oh, we got some donors to shout out. Donald A, thank you so much. James W, Teddy H, Boris M, Victoria K with 6-7, Mark H with $50. Thank you so much. Michael O with $60, outdoing Mark H by $10. Just kidding. We love you both. And Amanda D. Thank you so much, guys. And you guys can get a shout out by donating at catforillinois.com/stream. Let's talk about some of the things your donation goes to. It's going to a campaign that is trying to win the right way. We ensure that we are raising our money not from billionaires, not from Republican funded PACs, and not from corporate PACs. We pay our
Holy
staff a
cow.
living wage. We ensure that our resources are not just reaching voters, but materially improving their lives. So we try to, let's do it straight. And so when we do our events, we try to double them up as a way to help the community, whether that's, doing a period product drive, whether that is ensuring that we are getting more supplies for our campaign office, whether that is amplifying local organizations. We also don't put politics behind a paywall. With our
cow.
campaign, if you want to come to an event, you don't have to be rich to already know about it or go to it. And we're trying to reach people with grassroots energy. So we need volunteers. If you can't afford to donate, consider volunteering at discord.gg/catforillinois. You don't even have to be in Illinois. You can do phone banking for us from anywhere in the country, and that makes a huge difference. If you are in Illinois, consider knocking doors for us. If you are in Illinois and in the 9th District, consider getting a yard sign, which we will deliver to your house free of charge at catforillinois.com/sign. But when you donate, you're helping us pay for those signs. You're helping us pay for our staff. You're helping us pay for our rent for our campaign office. You're ensuring that we're able to pay our lawyers that you need to make sure you're not violating federal law. You're ensuring that we are able to pay for the systems that allow us to phone bank, that allow us to door knock. This is what you're paying for. And when we win on March 17th, when early voting starts on February 5th, we are going to be able to show that there is a different way to run for office. People are already mad because we're doing these live streams instead of call time, which everyone hates doing. Let's make them jealous that we can win the right way. Yay! Donate catforillinois.com/stream, please. Any plans for a fundraiser concert? Should that be right there? Yeah.
Holy cow.
Why are they mad about the live streams? Because other people have to spend 2 to 8 hours a day. Like literally most of my opponents spend 40 hours a week just calling rich people and begging for money. And instead we get to do it playing Boatro and talking with you guys. So, haha, get wrecked.
Did you say get wrecked?
Yeah. 100% of donations go to Asha because she deserves it. Asha actually just did get a raise, and that's partly because your generosity has helped us be able to pay for Asha's raise. So thank you. That's some real life change happening.
Woohoo!
Is the Joker in the right place? Someone tell me. Asha, did you get all A's on your report card?
I did.
She did. Straight A
Actually,
quarter.
I got 1 A minus, but I'm not mad about that. I can do straight A quarter. Maybe part-time this quarter. Maybe good luck.
Holy cow.
Holy cow. Oh, thank you, Daniel K, for 6-7.
Yes. Less than 1,000 left.
Less than 1,000 left, guys, and you guys get to decide. We have 15 minutes. How many people are watching right now?
We have 191 on Twitch and 243 on YouTube.
We have 191 on Twitch and how many?
243 on YouTube.
And 243 on YouTube. So, if everyone donated,
What's that math? That's
math. Someone do the math.
443 basically. That's like basically like 430 people.
All right. Joker order chips first, then multi, then time. Okay.
Like $3 ish. Like $4. Everybody's donating $4.
Been here for the Balatro, and I still don't understand any of it. Honestly, me neither. What does this do?
Someone said they're following me on LinkedIn.
Is 3 of a kind more? Yeah. Guys, if you want a concert, you have to donate at catforillinois.com/stream because we have to pay for the venue. And not saying this isn't happening, but we do have acts that are ready to do it, and it fucking rocks. But we need your help. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Boop, 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 boop.
Holy cow.
Just donated $32. Want everyone to remember unions get the goods. This is not to brag, but explain the importance of unions. I made $5.50 yesterday driving for UPS. Fuck yes, we love unions. I was actually a union rep when I worked at Media Matters, and it was one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had. And all of our merch, by the way, is union printed, union made, and American made. But we love unions. One of the things that we need to do, and Democrats need to do in Congress, is pass the PRO Act, which protects unions, and we can re-recognize the unions that Donald Trump has de-recognized. We need to not just ensure that people are... I fucked this up, and that's okay. Yep, rep. Oh well. like, I think one of the really frustrating things is when people talk about government unions and they're like, well, it's not going to happen to my union. If we don't hold the line there, then it absolutely does come to you. Republicans' arguments against unions are so bad. They're so stupid. And guess what? Those are the same arguments that I grew up with, because I grew up in a Republican state. Thank you, Ryan C., for our average donation of $32, and Daniel J. for $3. We love our small dollar donors just as much as we love our big dollar donors and our medium dollar donors. I seriously just can't express what a fucking honor it's been to run this campaign, not just the way we want, but do it with all of you. I've met some of the coolest people ever. I love all of our volunteers. Like, I've made some incredible friends for life. All of our mods. We love our mods here. But I'm just like, I'm so grateful to have not just had this experience, but continue having this experience over the next few months and hopefully next few years. But to do that, donate at capforillinois.com/stream. Woohoo! And donors to shout out: Donald A. again, thank you so much. Daniel K. was $6.7. Luke W. was $69. Nice. That was our first 69 of 2026. How exciting. Michael T., Danny D., Ryan C., Daniel H., and Adam K. Thank you. And was that a flush chance? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Don't ask me things. Or heater. Ask me questions about heater. Do it now. She had a really good Christmas. She started to ignore me in bed because she loved her bed that we put in the window so much. It was very cute. Also, when I got home from our New Year's trip, she was so happy I was home. She kept giving me kisses.
Holy cow.
Noise. Is it straight more? Yeah. What's Heater's favorite toy? She loves laser pointer. She also loves 1.5 French fries. She wants to eat 1.5 of them, and then she wants to bat around the other 1.5. She loves anything that's dangly. I have this shirt that has all these ribbons in the back, and she loves when I wear it because it's a toy. Mommy is now a toy. She prefers fish food. She eats seafood feast and gravy almost every day. Heater's New Year's resolution is more naps, help mom win, and give mom more kisses. We got less than 10 minutes, guys. A little over $800 will help us reach where who destroys cards. Fun. Will help us let y'all decide our next stream. So donate at capforillinois.com/stream. Holy cow. Cat, do you have that? Do you got that cat tunnel? Yes, I do. And Heater loves her cat tunnel. Guys, she's so fucking cute. It's crazy. I love this cat more than anything, except democracy. And my constituents.
Holy cow.
And my volunteers and Asha. Heater's favorite tree are greenies. She loves dental tree greenies. She's a big fan of dental tree greenies and also dental tree greenies. Guys, we're $787 away.
Holy
Only
cow.
8 minutes to get Asha her mic. Yeah, guys. Donate at capforillinois.com/stream. If we hit our goal today on this very low-key stream, we will figure out a way to get Asha her own mic for every stream. So, depends if you guys love Asha or not. capforillinois.com/stream. And we can't let the stream go longer today because I really need to pee. No, we need to up the ante, so to speak. Am I doing the jokers in the right way? Do you look like the Joker? My favorite song lately has been Why Does Everyone Want Me to Be the Fucking Joker? Stop making me the fucking Joker. It's one of my really good songs. I love the idea of being too poor for Asha. I'm too poor for Asha, to be totally real. One time Asha saw my bank account and she said lunch is on me.
I did do that.
She did do that.
Hashtag let cat.
Hashtag let cat pee. Are you worried about getting boxed in by political machinations in DC when you get elected? So I'm going to try this thing where I do my job and see if that gets me reelected and not constantly being worried about getting reelected. And I think not giving, like genuinely just not giving a fuck about all of this dumb bullshit that everyone seems to care so much about, is a benefit and means that you aren't beholden to the same machinations that everyone else is. But I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm focused in the way that we've, with our campaign, used our platform as, 666, devil's number once again, our platform as a way to pressure other people, including candidates in my race, to be the best versions of themselves. I want to do the same with the Democratic Party because the reality is you can just do stuff. Like you can just say things and do things, and the consequences for those are usually not as severe as others would think. And instead of doing what Republicans do and taking that approach for the worst possible reasons, what if we did it for good? And what if we held our own party accountable? Just an idea. These are the good ideas that you can support by donating at catforillinois.com/stream. I'm Kat Abagazale, and I approve this message. Also, we have our a new ad coming out soon, which is exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah. We filmed this one, and originally when I launched, I was like, I don't want to do TV ads. And I had enough people reach out and be like, hey, in the district, that were like, hey, I think that is a bad idea, and you need to reach a bunch of people across, even more rural areas. And we got enough feedback and considered it enough. I changed my mind. I think it's really important to take feedback, especially from people that want the best for you. And so thank you, Eric E, for $69.42. So anyways, the point is that we're the first campaign out on TV. We are also thank you, Ralph C, for $35. We're also the first campaign to film an ad. I'm really, really excited about it. And I think that it's going to be... Oh, wait, did I take this? Okay. And so we recorded our ad, and it was really exhausting. I didn't realize how exhausting filming an ad is, but there's just a camera in your face constantly. Oh, any update on the comic book mailers? They're coming. Don't worry. We're really excited about it. If you're in the 9th district, look for your mail. But I'm really happy with how our ads are. I wrote the last one. The next one that we're going to do is also going to be written by me. We tried to fit it under 30 seconds, which is harder than you'd expect. But I'm just really excited to see what we can learn from the last one and do for this one. I wore your campaign shirt today because it's laundry day. Why are you only wearing it on laundry day? That's so fucked up. Wear it every day. It's the only thing you should wear is our campaign merch. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes left. You've been a great crowd tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a sec since we've been able to stream, and so it's been nice to get in the zone and hang out with you guys. We missed y'all, and I will in a sec. We're going to shout out donors in just a second. Follow-up question, any chance those of outside the district can buy those mailers as merch, our comic book mailers that we are working on? Yes, that will be later, though. We will probably make them into a compilation that people can buy. Actually, the artist that is doing it is the same artist that did the AOC comic book, which is really exciting. He's Chicago-based, and it's really sick. And our next stream is on Tuesday? Asha?
Yes.
Sick. So
With Rua Rama.
our next stream will be on Tuesday with Rua Roman. We are going to be talking about, being Palestinian, her campaign for governor, what it's like to be a progressive that is breaking the invisible rules that we have all been told are necessary. She is one of the coolest people I've ever met, and I'm really excited for y'all to meet her too if you're not familiar with her. I want to just give one last shout out to our donors. Does it start here with
Yeah.
for everyone that donated today? And don't worry, we will be getting a mic for Asha soon. So Alyssa H, thank you so much for your donation. Donald A, thank you. Rami M, Keith G, Ralph C, Eric E with $69. Nice. Jason B with $69. Nice. Megan P with $69. Nice. And Ryan C with $150. We were about $600 away from our goal, but I want everyone to hear Asha's little zingers all day. So we will be getting that when we can. Also, someone asked how polling's looking. We're tied for first as of the last poll, so we'll see.
I think